you for listening into another episode right here, Real Sense Now. It's your host, Dawood Bedrosian. If you're tuning into the show for the first time and you don't know what Real Sense Now is all about, let me tell you. Real Sense Now is basically a show designed to bring you both the current conditions and the opportunities and challenges that we are presented in our day-to-day lives when it comes to the world of business, real estate. We always bring in expert guests. We have amazing advisors to guide you through the process, whether it's in real estate, financial services, personal development, and so much more. Most importantly, we're here to show you how owning real estate is essentially the cheat code to your success. So if you're tuning in for the first time, we're live every Saturday at 11 a.m. And although this is a predominantly real estate and current affairs show, I often like to invite guests that touch, move, and inspire me, and more importantly, add massive impact to my audience. I believe we all have an innate ability to be passionate in the lives we want to create, to find purpose in the lives we choose to live, and more importantly, in the life and to live a life of success and prosperity in full expression. Oftentimes, what stops us is not having the right mindset or the tools to live that life that we're imagining. So if I described what sounds like you, then I promise you, you've tuned into the right show. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be blown away by a force of inspiration and transformation. Today, we have an incredible privilege of welcoming a true powerhouse. When I mean powerhouse, I'm telling you the energy of this lady is probably going to blow the ceiling off this radio station. We are with the one and only Sonia Zarpitani. I like to call her Coach Sonia, which is what everybody else in the world knows her as. She's got a proven track record of empowering thousands of individuals across the globe with her one-on-one coaching that has ignited a spark of change in the lives of countless men and women. She's a guiding light that helps people pivot their lives and construct the life of their wildest dreams. I mean, wouldn't you want that in your life too? And more importantly, aren't you eager to shatter those limitations that have been holding you back throughout your whole entire life? Well, guess what? Coach Sonia is here to lead you towards that mindset makeover, an uplifting physical transformation, stronger relationships, and to guide you in skyrocketing your business and your personal brand. Together, we're about to witness the magic as she equips you with the skills you need to help execute your game plan for unparalleled success. She has a thriving community and spoken to over 15,000 students who have taken her Coach Sonia's remarkable business and life courses. And whether you're at the brink of launching your new business or seeking to pivot your business, cultivate meaningful relationships, or just craft that lifestyle you've always envisioned, she is the answer to what you've been waiting for. Prepare to be captivated by her dynamic presence as she shares her life-changing tips and experiences that will resonate deep within your soul. Listen, there's a reason why prestigious corporations like TD Bank, HSBC, and even American Express have even sought her wisdom and had her come and speak at their events. She's inspired over 110,000 eager minds. I learned about Sonia during COVID, when many of us had nothing much to do and we were all on that app better known as Clubhouse. And I would listen to her with a lot of my dear friends, Bradley, David Morrell. Shout out to David for making this happen, of course. And I can't wait to have her share her wisdom with you. So fasten your seatbelts, Real Sense Now listeners. We're about to embark on a thrilling journey with Coach Sonia. Brace yourself for an electrifying interview that will leave you feeling empowered, educated, and ready to conquer the world. Sonia, thanks for being a part of my show.
I am so happy to be here. I am so excited to share so much with your listeners. It is such a pleasure to be here. And thank you, my friend, for having me.
Sonia, how are you really doing?
I am in so much gratitude. I am living a life that I've always dreamt of because I truly get to impact on a daily. I'm in a huge momentum. I'm in a big pace in my life. And I'm just like loving every moment of the journey. Like that's what I'm up to right now.
Coach Sonia.
Yes.
Who are you? Share with the world your story and tell us about who Coach Sonia is.
So who I am is I'm someone who I was growing up, I was such an outcast. I was born in Morocco, in Casablanca. My mom was 21 years old. And we moved from Morocco to Montreal when I was 3 years old. And I grew up this like big curly haired girl with my mom. And then my stepdad came into my life at the age of 9. And I was just this kid that didn't really fit in. And I was always happy. I always had a big smile on my face. And I just realized very early on that I was going to create a world in my head where I could just play. And I really did. My stepdad came into my life at the age of 9, and he was my business mind. Like we acquired Guess Jeans in Canada, the fashion brand.
Of course.
And I became, a master at building businesses, at distribution, at going in and really learning every single job from within. My dad used to tell me, you can't teach a sweeper how to sweep if you haven't swept yourself. So let me tell you, I swept. And the beauty of that is, at the age of like 8, I used to go from school to the office and I just made great coffee and I filed, and I, at the age of 12 started entering orders. And at the age of 16, I started traveling to Vegas and to Magic and just understood the fashion industry at an extremely young age. And we started acquiring more brands into the level where then I became personal trainer also. And I'm really, really deep into mastery. Like that's my game.
Me
and
too.
at the age of like 23, my dad obviously wanted me to take over the family business. We had at the time a lot of other brands that we were distributing all over Canada, the US, and bringing them from Italy. But I realized when I finished my last exam at university that I was like, wait a second, like this isn't it. And I didn't even go to my ceremony. When you throw the hat, I didn't do that. I was like, I'm out.
You're ready for the next chapter, right?
I was like ready. I had no idea who I was, and I didn't want to be just my dad's daughter, or I wanted to like go with my own wings and figure out like, what is this passion that people speak of? What is this like purpose that I read in books and saw The Secret? And I just had an incredible opportunity at the age of 23 to move to LA to go do acting and modeling. And I was like, you know what, let me go. And I wrote my last exam at university. I moved to LA. And I just went on this quest to really figure this out, because who I am, to get back to your question, is really, I'm a woman who I just want to lead by example. I want to be that woman that I wish I had when I was growing up. Because all men, it was all men on stages. It was all men. There wasn't any coaches. It wasn't a thing. And I was like, I want to see like a woman. I want to see a woman be a phenomenal mom. And I want to see a woman raise her kids and travel the world and be who she wants to be, and, have a phenomenal business as well, if she chooses to. So I became extremely hungry. I became beyond driven. And I'm like, that's what I want to be for other people. I have 2 kids. I have a son that's 6 years old. I have a daughter that's 10. I have 3 stepsons, 19, 25, 27. And I have a phenomenal business and team and tribe. And I do events all over the world. And I get to speak to people all over the world. And who I truly am is I'm just like that woman who's going to wake you up in the morning and go, let's go. Like, you get to do this. You get to live the life that you want. And I am extremely present over social media, especially Instagram, because I just want to show people the journey. Like, I want to show them like, we get to do this.
But
and
you don't only show them. I feel like people that watch you and view your life also become a part of all the incredible things that you do. I personally think you're a super mom. And I'm going to just pivot this and just ask you this. If there's one lesson Coach Sonia would teach every child out there, what would it be?
I love this because I do this for my kids every single day. It's like, when you're a kid and I look at my kids and they're just so different, right? But as children, we think that we tell them that you can be whatever you like. But what I want to speak to our kids is not only can you be whatever you like, but I also want to speak to the parents of like, they're watching you. Like they're watching you. Don't just tell your kids they can be, show your kids how
Yeah.
you do it. Show your kids how you move, show your kids the abundance that is available for them. So instead of, I don't teach like this, like telling my kids, I don't do that. I show them and I lead by example. And that's why it's so beautiful, because so many women and men, like, we need to lead by example, be the parents that we want our kids to be, and us live an epic life so that they can go, wow, if mommy and daddy are doing, like, imagine what I can create.
But your kids are everywhere that you go. I mean, everywhere. Every time you see them in social, they're in your office, they're with you, they're traveling. And I love that. A lot of people always ask me this question all the time, which is that work-life balance. Lady, you've equalized them more than and better than anybody I've ever seen in my life. So my hat's off for you for doing that. How do you find the balance between this incredibly passionate life that you've created when it comes to coaching, your traveling, your retreats, helping thousands and thousands of people, and maintaining a fulfilling home life as well too?
I think that's the key that we all want, honestly. And I think that that's really the reason why I started sharing, because it's so easy to share, oh, here I am on stage and here I am on this. But it's like, I wanted to see those women do that. That's so inspirational. But then I'm like, how does she do it with kids? How does she do it with a husband? How does she do it with, like, that's why I share so much. And to me, my definition that I wanted to be as a mom was, I really want to be that mom that takes my kids on that journey. Like, that was my definition. But I got to tell you, it's not easy.
I know
I'm
it's not.
tired. It's not like, my kids are in my office and yeah, it's great. And they have a great setup and I've made a great set. But I have to tell you, there's like, I finished coaching and it's like, mommy, like I don't have, we all have those kids. So it takes so much. And that's why I don't want to showcase this perfect balance, because I promise you, it does not exist. It doesn't. It's harmony. It's like, how can you create harmony in your life, in your friendships, at work, with your kids? Like, that's what we need to strive.
Yeah, that's so fantastic. So let's dive in before, unfortunately, we have to go to break. But your courses have impacted over 15,000 students. You've helped them achieve their goal. More than that. I hope even more than that. Hundreds of thousands of people. Can you tell us about the key elements of what makes your training system and your coaching system stand out over the rest?
What's so fun is that I've really built a business, and I've really built, why I call it my tribe, is like my community that is at my pace. Like, I don't launch courses that I stick with for 5 years. It's not on brand with me. So for me, I also have two audiences. I have my French audience, which is France, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Quebec. Like, I have a massive global French audience, and there is such a massive need for the French community, especially for women. Like, it's unbelievable. So I have that. And then I have my English audience, which is, where I'm going deep into like personal branding and AI and real estate. Like, so I'm so on the peak of, here's what's happening, and now let me help you, give you tools. I'm really a concrete coach. That's why I don't really just speak to it as coaching and it's really coaching and consulting, meaning it's coaching when I got to go, limiting beliefs, your mindset, all of that. I'll process you. But when we get to work and we get to scaling your personal brand and your business, like, I'm giving you the action steps. I'm giving you the strategy, giving you the step-by-step. And then I'm going to give you every tool so that you win.
I love it. We're going to dive in deeper when we come back after the break. If you want to connect with me, have a real estate question, have a question for Coach Sonia, all you have to do is call in 321-339-1055. Of course, you can always visit my website, realsensenow.com, or catch us on any one of my social media platforms. That's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, by just typing in my name, Dawoud Bedrosian. And of course, more importantly, I need you to take your phone out. Hopefully you're not doing that while you're driving. And I need you to go and follow Sonia Zarpatani you can always visit her website at coachsonia.com. We'll catch you after the break, where we're going to take a deep dive into all of the things that are going to break you from your limitations, from getting you into the life you want to live.